It's the National Football League on EA Sports, where we'll get a rematch of the first ever Super Bowl. It's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Green Bay Packers under the lights on Sunday night.
There's a look at one of the most iconic sports venues in the lower 48, built back in 1957 under the title of City Stadium. We are at Lambeau Field in Green Bay, Wisconsin.
Tonight we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Kansas City Chiefs taking on the Green Bay Packers. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Well, Charles, the page has been turned here in Green Bay, coming off a disappointing end to 2022 and a sub-500 finish. But set the quarterback position aside. What needs to happen for the Packers to get back to the NFC playoffs?
Everyone is going to look at that quarterback position that you just mentioned. But the bottom line is there's a lot of talent on the defensive side of the ball. I believe they have 8 first-round draft choices on the roster. They have to play to that level to get Green Bay back in form.
And meanwhile, for the visiting Chiefs, it's business as usual. They come in as defending Super Bowl champs, and they feature what was the #1 scoring offense in the NFL a season ago.
The consistency is the key, and it all starts with the head coach and emanates from there. Offensive coordinator's been around the team for a while. They understand how these players operate and what it takes to put them in position to be successful.
Set to go in a rematch of what would come to be known later as the first Super Bowl. The Chiefs and Packers are underway.
And he returns this to the 22. The Chiefs offense now ready to go to work for the first time, led by Patrick Mahomes, the 2018 NFL Most Valuable Player.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
First play, Mahomes looking to throw it.
And his first look is incomplete. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
2nd and 10.
Here's Mahomes to throw.
He's got this to the rookie, Rashee Rice.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 15 yards on that one. Kansas City has a first down.
Well, Patrick Mahomes, guys, he's playing at such an elite level. Defensively, coming into a game like this, Charles, it's got to be a lot of things, but what worries you the most?
I think you're exactly right about that. The list is extensive about what worries you. The way he can move, make completions on the run, the way he can throw against his body, heck, make left-handed throws, you name it, he gets it done. The biggest thing, though, is once he gets into rhythm, trying to get his timing chipped away, trying to stop that, that is really difficult to do.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 8.
And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
So they accept the penalty, of course, and push the offense backwards a bit.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Mahomes going to throw.
That's complete. It's Travis Kelce.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
On 1st and 10, here's Mahomes.
That's to a former Packer, Marquez Valdes-Scantling.
And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. From the gun, it's Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 13-yard gain yet again, just like last play.
A nice gain there to his trusty tight end, and now it's got them thinking opening drive touchdown here as they get into the red zone.
And in most cases with your tight end, you feel like you've got a mismatch no matter who's covering it. Is it a small cornerback? Is it a linebacker who may not run as well? In any event, whatever you see, you think that tight end can win that battle.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Chances are good he's going to be a very busy guy. 2 catches already in this opening drive, and they were looking his way for a third.
I think they put this defense on notice that could be a really, really frequent combination. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. And again, it's Mahomes.
That one caught by Rice.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Chiefs are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
That's a big conversion there on 3rd down, and this has been a great opening drive. You know, at this point, they'd hate to settle for 3, but they've created a fresh set of downs and a 1st and goal.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco.
A 6-yard touchdown run.
And the Chiefs have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau.
Well, just about an ideal start to this one offensively, because on the road, you want to make sure you quiet the home crowd early. And how do they do it? Nice march to start things off. Let the run game find its footing early. That drive certainly checked a lot of boxes, and they finished it off with a touchdown run.
Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Keyshawn Nixon now on the return. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. So here are the new look Packers set to go to work. And at the helm here in 2023, a lot of eyes on this man in his 4th NFL season, Jordan Love.
And at the start of Jordan Love's NFL career, he had one of the best seats in the stadium watching Aaron Rodgers work. But now he's looking for more than that. Rocket arm, big play potential. And he wants to show this organization that he's capable of being a dependable starter for the foreseeable future.
Love and the Packers now with a 1st and 10
at their own 26. Out of the shotgun, it's Love.
Quick slant to Watson.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here's a 2nd and 5. Now the 4th-year man from BC, it's A.J. Dillon.
There he goes, right side.
Now he's free at the 35.
And he'll get this all the way down to the Chiefs' 11. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 59 yards for him on the ground. We saw the forecast snow, didn't know how it would affect this game. Right there, the offensive ball carrier showing it's not affecting him too much.
I just remember us walking into the booth from outside. We were going very slowly, weren't we, making sure we had our footing? The offensive player always has the advantage in this situation. He knows where he's going. For the defensive guys trying to react, much tougher.
After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Back for the second quarter in Green Bay. It's the Packers in possession of the football as they're looking at a 2nd down and 9 to go. Off the play fake, Love. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You got to be precise with your throws, especially in this situation. You're inside the 10-yard line going into the end zone. But sometimes the emotion, the excitement, sometimes the decisions just aren't made very well because of that.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now Love. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Well, the incompletion, but now we also have an injured player. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. So off goes Love. On is Carlson for the Packer field goal. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. And his kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
So now Carlson, after the touchdown, called on to send this one away.
Oh, good-looking return set up here. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds. Kansas City taking the field for their 2nd drive.
The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
They go play action. Now Mahomes. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme, and you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 31, here's 2nd down and 3.
They fake the give. Now Mahomes. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
I know coaches tell us all the time that having a powerful arm isn't the #1 thing they look for in a quarterback. But when you're trying to throw inside routes and you need to put some heat on it, it helps have the big gun. In this case, just a little bit too much.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now Mahomes. That is caught. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Chiefs have got the passing game rolling a bit, and another 1st down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco. And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. Isaiah Pacheco with his second touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. So his strong first half continues as he finds the end zone here for the second time.
And definitely good blocking at the point of attack, and you just have to love watching the way he can create space down near the goal line, and he's able to take it into the end zone.
Butker on for the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was all finished off by the 17-yard touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. The Packers offense here coming back out for their second drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Love's throw finds its target, Dobbs.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards.
Certainly no settling into the drive there. They came right out on the first play and attacked the middle of the field for a big gainer and a first down.
Now a first down carry by Jones. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
When a draw works, it can be a thing of beauty. But when it doesn't, oh, it can be ugly. And in this case, loss of yardage ugly.
Looking at a 2nd and 11 now after the loss.
We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. 2nd and 11 at the 41. Throwing. Love. That's caught by the rookie, Jaden Reed.
They should put the coverage guys in a stress on that one. They thought they were going deep. Ends up curling inside for a nice chunk of yardage.
Brings up 3rd and 1.
They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. Love from the gun. And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
On 4th down, the Packers call on Daniel Whelan to punt.
And he'll send this one into the cold Lambeau night. They'll score that a 36-yard punt, and it's Chiefs football, 1st and 10.
Now this offense back out and set to go for their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Throwing on 1st down is Mahomes.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
One thing I have learned, receivers don't mind high throws so much to the sideline, but do that over the middle to them, and not only are the DBs going to throw a little verbal trash their way, when they get back to the huddle, they're going to have a few words to say to their QB, aren't they?
Yeah, hung out to dry a little bit there on the high throw. Luckily fell incomplete. Mahomes again here on 2nd and 10. Screen play, McKinnon. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
That's a nice design there, but sometimes, though, you get so many blockers out ahead of you, they kind of slow you down and force you to adjust. You always appreciate guys trying to help you, but maybe one less there could have turned this into a bigger game.
3rd and 3.
Throwing now is Mahomes.
He's got his target. That's complete.
Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. 31 yards.
This offense is looking very comfortable here in this first half. Very relaxed, very smooth, very efficient. No wasted motions. Things are definitely going their way, and they continue to move the ball downfield.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That'll be caught by Rice. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the Packers' 33-yard line.
Now 2nd and 5.
Again, they'll throw with Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with a clock showing 18 seconds now to go.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Now here's Mahomes. And that will be incomplete with the clock down now to 13 seconds.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. They'll put it down right at the 40, so call this a 50-yard attempt. Butker's kick here is good, and they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So good work there to get points just before the half as they add on to their lead.
As trite as it sounds, every little bit helps. That's exactly what they're going for. Anytime you get a chance to put points on the board, you take it.
And they didn't leave the other side with much time at all on the clock.
So not much time to work with here. 9 seconds remain in the half as this one is away. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, BG, thanks very much, and welcome one and all to our beautiful new downtown Orlando studios for this EA Sports Halftime Report. We got a strong first half out of the running back Isaiah Pacheco. He had a nose for the end zone as he wound up with 2 touchdowns on the ground in those first 2 quarters.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always to you and the gang in Orlando as we welcome everyone back in for quarter number 3.
Not much has changed since we left you at halftime. The snow still continuing to fall as we are back underway.
Here's Nixon. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Here's the Packers offense now getting set to start off this third quarter.
By no means certainly are they out of this contest. Two-score game start of the third quarter, but you feel like if they don't get points and then they give up points, then it can become a slippery slope. This feels like an important possession.
Yeah, and that slope becomes even more slick if you come away empty-handed on this drive, because then you give them a chance to extend their lead. You need some kind of points here, even if it's just a field goal. It's what I call one of those calming drives, try and slow things down a little bit. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
To throw now, here's Love.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Romeo Doubs is intended receiver.
And it's third down.
Brings up third down and 8 yards to go.
They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down.
On third down, Love. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, this is just a continuation of what we saw in the first half. So much for the fresh start to begin the third quarter. Still off-target throws, no rhythm throwing the football, and obviously no touchdown scored in this game.
On now is the Packers punter, as he'll punt it away for the second time. .35 yards that time on the punt.
And they will take over first and 10.
So here's the Chiefs offense ready for their first reps in half number 2. Mahomes will lead the Chiefs up first and 10 at their own 43. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Rice. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
And the officials here going to pause the game for a second. Looks like there's an injured Chief on the field. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Just need a yard here. 2nd and 1.
On play action, it's Mahomes.
That'll be caught. It's Tony.
And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Play action. Now it's Mahomes. And in for the Chiefs touchdown.
Kadarius Toney.
25 yards for the touchdown.
And the Chiefs have moved out in front by 3 touchdowns.
Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
Extra point by Butker is on target.
And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Another drive coming up for this Packers offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Jordan Love ready on first down here. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss.
A 2nd and 10 on a chilly, snowy December day, and I must say, I'm loving it. Kind of putting me in the holiday spirit. Charles hates it. And he's giving me the evil eye, folks.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards and a Green Bay Packer first down.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
If you're in the offensive huddle, you're smiling after that play because you've certainly got them guessing now. 2nd and short, could they just hand it off for another big gain? Or did they take advantage of this spot to take a big shot downfield?
Love.
That's complete to Dobbs.
Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A gain there of 21 yards.
And you start to think if it's going to happen for these guys, it's got to start with this drive. Down 3 scores, they need to start making some inroads. And that'll help the cause there as they pick up good yardage and a first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Love going to give this one to Jones.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Another modest gain there on that one. And I think, Charles, you can probably pin part of the deficit on a failure on their part to really get this ground game established.
Yeah, and they've really struggled to be multidimensional in this one, haven't they, partner? Because they have to be extremely one-dimensional now if they hope to get back into this game. They'll have to do it by throwing the football and hope to have success through the air.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
And he'll take this close to a first down at the Chiefs' 26.
65 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. 4 yards on the pickup, good enough to extend the drive.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right, he's pretty much been completely neutralized. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. Then he'll be taken down near the 20 at the 21. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That ground game contained again there, Charles, and that's really a big reason that they're trailing right now.
And give a lot of credit to that defensive front. That's exactly what they worked for all week, to try and take away the run game, make them one-dimensional. In the battle of game plans, theirs has been superior.
It'll be a pickup of 4. And it winds us down to the end of the 3rd quarter. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at Lambeau. The Packers on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Jones. And he's able to pick up the first down before he's tackled right at the 10. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
play fake. Here's Love. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. That's George Karlaftis, who fought his way through the line to bury him.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. They'll try the right side with Jones. And a short gain here down to the 22. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
Desperation time here. Love on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They can't hook up here on the 4th down pass attempt, and this long drive is going to wind up yielding nothing. They kept it in the air on 4th, Charles. They ran on 1st and 2nd down, tried it through the air on 3rd and 4th. Couldn't come away with anything on 4th and goal.
And remember, in these situations, the field is really condensed. Everything is squeezed tight. So as a defender, you can actually take more chances here because they won't have as much time to throw the football, and a receiver really can't run past you. If they do, they run out of the back of the end zone. Nice job by the D, shutting them down.
Here's Pacheco to begin the drive. And he'll be taken down right around the 27. Tackle made by Devondre Campbell. Good gain there on 1st down, and keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. He'll get a yard, that's all, as they get him down at the 28.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. Fair catch signaled for and taken just shy of the 30-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Ready.
First down, Love to pass. Short throw, he's got Kraft. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a 1st down. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
46 yards. Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the fourth, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. As this one moves towards its conclusion, another incomplete pass there. Thoughts on the secondary? I mean, they seem to be pretty effective in this one.
Yeah, I thought that they've been absolutely outstanding. I mean, their job is to prevent touchdowns, and not a single touchdown's going on the board against them. Of course, they want to make it a total shutout, but hey, if you don't give up touchdowns, you got a heck of a chance to win.
And that one incomplete, but now a penalty flag coming in late. That might be PI. And since the penalty occurred in the end zone, move the ball to the 1-yard line.
First and goal from the 1-yard line. Costly penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty. First and goal. To the air again, Love. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
Another shot from the 1 on second and goal. Now Love. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
Illegal touching. Offense.
Down in this one, they needed that score, but they'll have to hold at least for the time being.
You're exactly right. Points that they had to have. As you said, they have to regroup now and see if they can get them another way.
This defense has not surrendered a touchdown yet. You better believe they're determined not to here on third and goal. Here's Love. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. From a yard out.
And the Packers are finally into the end zone here in this fourth quarter. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, gotta give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Let's focus in on what we got to do here.
So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. And the Chiefs have got it. And with that, they should have a victory as well. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. And now here comes Kansas City. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point, as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Pacheco.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up 2nd and 7.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play.
Third down and 10. Again, it's Pacheco.
And he can only get this to the 42-yard line, and that is not near enough. Now the Packers going to burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. Here's the Chiefs punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this will be out of bounds at the 1 here, the 12-yard line.
At their own 12-yard line.
This is 1st and 10. Love. And that went to the right side and incomplete.
This offense has had its troubles moving the ball all night. So now you get in this situation, hard to imagine that suddenly they're going to start clicking and moving the ball downfield.
They'll come up now on 2nd down. Here's Love.
Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call.
Holding. Offense.
Umpire threw the flag, usually always indicates holding, and that's what we've got.
And you know, depending on their positioning, where you are on the field, the umpires get different responsibilities, but always, always making sure no one's holding.
Now one final throw here is incomplete, and that is how this one will come to an end. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And you look back over the score sheet, interesting. A very clean game, no turnovers by either side.
An absolute rarity when we watch games now because defenses have put such an emphasis on taking the ball away. Well, what we saw here was offenses spending their time saying, look, you know they're coming for it. Ball security is paramount. So they worked on that, not just a week of practice, but I'm sure all during training camp. Make sure when you have it, tuck it away because danger lurks everywhere you turn.